Hello everybody, Sergeant Soldier here, and we're back with another How to Rust, and it's great to be back with How to Rust, by the way. It is so cool that you guys love this series. Even to this day, I still get comments on the old How to Rust build videos and whatnot, saying, hey, this really helped me out, it gave me a new idea, or this was really cool, I can't believe no one's ever thought of this before, etc, etc, etc. That's really cool that you guys love the series, and it makes me really proud that it was something that you guys all missed when I stopped doing Rust. And hopefully, as things are going forward now, it'll be a series that you guys come to love again. So, with my being gone, a lot of stuff has changed, obviously. And one of the very first things that I wanted to look into was raiding. How to raid, what is the best way to raid, the cheapest way to raid, etc, etc, etc. Now, when I was doing How to Rust before, there was numerous videos where I looked at the damage values of different things. Actually, one of them was put up in one of the community updates. I don't remember which one. I'll hopefully link it somewhere in the video here. And a lot of people found it very helpful because it told you what the crafting cost of each individual item was, how much damage it did to every different thing that you could raid, and it was really, really helpful to people. So I did numerous videos like that before I quit, and I figured it would be great to get back into doing a video like that again, not only for me to learn new raiding damages and new raiding materials and costs and whatnot, but also for you guys that are maybe struggling with trying to figure out the best way to do it. So today's video is going to be the Beancan raid, the poor man's raid. And in order to unlock the Beancan, you need to be level 13. Obviously on this test server, I'm 100 level 1. I'm 100 level 1. No, I'm level 101. So I've got no problem with that. Now to craft a Beancan Grenade, it's going to cost you 180 charcoal, 120 sulfur, 20 metal frags, as well as roughly 300 wood to not only smelt the sulfur and the frags down, but to get the charcoal. Now, if you guys watched the Break and Rust episode from yesterday, you're going to see that the wood to charcoal conversion rate, and yes, I know I put conversation in the title, I was tired. The conversion rate is roughly 75%. So, I just go ahead and took 300 as the average for the wood number for the rest of this video. Sometimes it'll take more, sometimes it'll take less. It just depends on the RNG of the charcoal. So, from this point forward, all the rest of the stuff that we end up blowing up, the wood number is going to be based off of that 300 per grenade. So starting off, as you can see here, whoops, I have 2 grenades in my pocket. Now there's 2 different ways to use a Beancan Grenade, which the first one is brand new to me, and I love it. You right click, and it sticks the Beancan in the wall. And it only damages the wall you stick it on. It damages nothing else. Now, if you weren't on a creative server, or if you weren't an admin, that Beancan would do some serious damage to you. It'd probably kill you, because Beancans are very fickle. And point in case, sometimes when you throw them like this, with the left click, they'll come back on you. And they blow up. Now remember, with the Beancan, A, sometimes it'll blow up immediately out of your hand and kill you. B, sometimes it'll hit the ground and never blow up, so you gotta go ahead and pick it back up again and throw it. C, you'll throw it and it'll take forever to actually ignite. Long fuse, I think they call it. Or D, you'll go ahead and you'll throw it down, it fizzles out, and instead of picking it back up, you go ahead and go to pick it up, and it immediately not only lights the fuse, it'll immediately blow up and kill you. So the Beancans are very, very fickle, and it's something that you got to be very careful when you're using them. Personally, I prefer the right-click method, because I feel like you have a better chance of getting away from the Beancan as you're doing it. But if you prefer to throw it, that's on you. So today what we're going to do, we're going to head over to this large area that I've built here. We have every single style of wall, door, etc, etc, etc that we need to test this with. And we got a bunch of boxes. We'll get 20 grenades. I think that'll do. And what we're going to do is, I'm not going to make you guys watch this. I'm going to right-click a Beancan Grenade into all 8 of these walls. And we're going to see, 1, how much damage they do, but 2, if a Beancan will do more damage to a soft side than a hard side. So, I'm not going to make you watch this. I'm going to go do some right-clicking. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. And the very first thing I want you guys to notice is the soft side is 231 and the hard side is 231. It doesn't matter what side of the wall you put the grenade on, it's going to be the same damage no matter what. So starting off with the wood wall took 19 damage. Make it so that you can see that easily. With that 19 damage, it's going to take you roughly 14 grenades to take the wall down. And that's going to end up being 2,520 charcoal, 1,680 sulfur, 280 metal frags, and roughly 4,200 wood in the furnace. Next up, someone's firing off out there, the stone wall. It's a little hard to see because of the coloring. The stone wall took 11 damage, which means it's going to take you 46 Beancan grenades, 8,280 charcoal, 5,520 sulfur, 920 fragments, and 13,800 wood in the furnace. Moving over here, sheet metal. The sheet metal wall took 12 damage, and it's going to take you 63 grenades to get through it, or 11,340 charcoal, 7,560 sulfur, 1,260 metal frags, and 18,900 wood in the furnace. Last but not least, the armored wall took 12 damage. It's going to take you 84 Beancan Grenades, and to craft those, it's going to take you 15,120 charcoal, 10,080 sulfur, and 1,680 frags with 25,200 wood in the furnace. So next up, we're going to move over here to the doors. We have the 3 main doors as well as the ladder hatch. The ladder hatch is considered to be sheet metal. It will actually do the same amount of damage to the door and the sheet metal at the same time. So we're just going to actually represent the numbers together. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and throw, come on, there you go. Throw one of these on. As with the walls, it doesn't matter. Hard side, soft side, same damage. So we're going to stick one up here too, just to be thorough. There we go. Hopefully they all went off. Looks like they did. Come on. Hey. Oh, actually gave that one back. Now blow up. Blow up. Come on. There we go. Alright, so starting with the wood door. The wood door did 35 damage. Let me get that so you can see it easily. There you go. 35 damage. It's going to take you 6 Beancan Grenades, which means 1,080 charcoal, 720 sulfur, 120 metal frags, and 1,800 wood to get through this thing. With the sheet metal, 236 durability remaining. Floor hatch, same thing. Doesn't matter. They're both sheet metal, essentially. Now, when it comes to the sheet metal, it took 14 damage. So that's going to take you 18 grenades, 3,240 charcoal, 2,160 sulfur, 360 metal frags, and 5,400 wood. Last but not least, the armor door took 14 damage, which means it's going to take 58 grenades, 10,440 charcoal, 6,720 sulfur, 1,160 metal frags, and 17,400 wood in the furnace. Now, last but not least, we have 2 more things to test: the external walls. Now, the walls and the external gates, both wood and stone, it's going to take the same damage for each. Wood gate, wood wall, etc., etc., etc. So we're just going to test it on the walls. It's all going to be the same, no big deal. I'm going to go ahead and stick one of these in here, and one of those right there. Now for the wall, oops, the wall took 11 damage, which means it's going to be 69 grenades to get through it, 12,420 charcoal, 8,280 sulfur, 1,380 metal frags, and 20,700 wood. For the wood wall sustained 19 damage. You get it so you can read it easily. 19 damage, which means 32 grenades, 5,760 charcoal, 3,840 sulfur, 640 metal frags, and roughly 9,600 wood in the furnace. So that's pretty much it for bean cans. Obviously, we all know that bean cans aren't the greatest, but they unlock at level 13, which come today with the update, who knows, levels may be gone, it may be different. I'm going to see, obviously, when it comes out, see what happens with the update. Maybe I'll put this video out early, maybe I'll put it out later, or maybe I'll just put it out and say, oh, everything changed. Now I have another excuse to do another how-to rust for bean cans. I don't know, we'll see. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to keep doing this kind of stuff. I'm going to do one, let's see, where are they at? I got my F1 grenades in here. I have one for my timed explosive charges. Oops, wrong box. I'm going to do one for the flamethrower, as well as the satchel charge. So those are going to be episodes coming up here pretty soon, probably in the next week or so. If you guys have any questions, please say something in the comments section. Otherwise, you'll be able to find all this information, both the crafting resources and the damages, in the description of this video. So instead of watching the whole thing, if you ever want to come back and be like, how much damage did the bean can do to the sheet metal door? Just scroll down to the description, it'll say right there. So anyway, Sergeant Solge, this was How to Rust, and we're looking at the damage values with Beancan Grenades, sticking them into the wall, and we'll see you in the next How to Rust video. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you want to see more great content from Private Astro or myself, please hit that subscribe button and click on any of the videos above. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next Sergeant Solge or Private Astro video. Bye-bye!